And what's up, you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is going to be a quick update on Cardano, aka ADA. We're around 3 days away from the monthly close. The month of November closes very soon. Man, the year went by like that. It's crazy. But anywho, I think the juncture that the market is currently in, I believe we have already started the markup phase of this cycle. For those of you in the Mango Sprouts program, you guys have a better understanding about cycles and how important it is to get those positions in when the cycle gives you those opportunities. Speaking of the Sprouts program, guys, Module 5 of the Sprouts program is out. I don't think I sent out an email. My bad. I should change this to modules 1 to 5 are live. But yeah, module 5 is out, and this one is on precision support in resistance regions. A lot of you have been asking me, Krisha, just how do you come up with those precise levels wherein as soon as price breaks that level, we either see a rally or a dump to the downside? Well, in this module, I reveal the technique I use to come up with those precision levels. And in addition to that, guys, there's also module X that I released. This one is on multi-time frame analysis. Every time I think there's a good question being asked, and I think that might be a question that many of you may have, I will be answering those questions under module X. Okay, this one was an excellent lesson because it played out well, pretty fast. So go ahead and check it out if you're in the Sprouts program. For those of you wondering what the hell is Sprouts about, well, the Sprouts program is designed to empower you as a trader. If you are looking to squeeze out the most from this next bull run to come, the Sprouts program is essentially going to tell you how to identify opportunities without needing me on the other side of the screen. Okay, not just me, any other technical analysts out there. You're not going to be relying on anyone else to get you in and out of profitable trades. You're going to know exactly when to jump in and when is it time for you to start taking profits off the table. Because trust me, guys, when the bull run happens, when the bull run comes, like, it happens fast. A major chunk of the move will happen in a matter of 4 months. Like, take Cardano, for example. You see all of these 4 candles here? These were monthly candles. This entire move from 14 cents all the way up to $1.48. That was a good 936% to the upside. That happened in 4 months. Okay, things move fast, but if you have your TA pat down, if you have your execution pat down, you're gonna know exactly how to play this. Alrighty, so the Mango Sprouts program is there to help you with just that. That way you're not relying on anyone else to tell you when it's time to start taking your profits off the table. We know people who made millions of dollars in the previous 2 bull runs, but ended up giving everything back to the market. You do not want to be that person. So it's better to prepare now to make sure you're not the person holding the bag when price does this. Alrighty. So that's what the Sprouts program is about. Now, for those of you wondering what do you get in here, you can go ahead and check out the curriculum. I will be linking this down below at themangoway.com/sprouts. Now, note, I did bump up the price upon the release of Module 5 and Module X. Now, the price is now $2.99. It was originally $2.49. However, guys, because this is a work in progress, every time I release a brand new module and add it to the program, the price will be getting bumped up. Now, it didn't go up by much, given that, hey, we have the Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale. So for now, it's $2.99. So if you are interested in leveling up your trading, your execution for the next bull run to come, this is the time to be jumping in. Alrighty, so you can go ahead and check it out. I will be linking this down below. Now, as far as Cardano is concerned, guys, a monthly end is coming soon. So far, we're up against resistance. Where is resistance coming in at? I believe 40 cents. 40 cents it is, okay? You can see that historically, 40 cents has been that level of contention. Ever since Cardano broke down from 40 cents, this was right here on the month of November of last year, we have been holding it as overhead resistance. Time and time again, the bulls have tried to reclaim that region. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 months. 5 months in a row, we tried hitting up against it. They tried reclaiming 40 cents, but failed on every single attempt. All right, this time too, it appears that the bulls are failing. However, a lot can happen in 3 days, but can we get in an earlier tell on whether or not the bulls could actually pick this up to close over 40 cents? Well, for that, let's actually get into the Mango dashboard. Perfect, so here we are, the Mango dashboard. You guys can find this, by the way, on app.mangoresearch.co. We use the dashboard to help us identify some amazing trade opportunities, because you guys know there's like thousands and thousands of cryptocurrencies, right? Like, how do you know which ones to look at? So we actually built the dashboard to help us identify which one's actually worth looking at. Which chart should we pull up to then identify a trade opportunity on there. Now, as far as Cardano is concerned, now notice that this list is actually ranked based on trading volume. And usually, Cardano's on this list, like at the very least top 10, top 20, and yeah, it's not here. Okay, bottom of the list. Second last on the list, okay? I have a star next to it, so it's on my favorites list. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get into the drop down, okay? As far as the multi-time frame view on Cardano is concerned, you can see that, okay, from the 12-hour time frame to the weekly time frame, we have bullish trends across the board, okay? And for the most part, you're green on all those trades. However, your 4-hour time frame, so you're seeing your lower time frame is flipping short. We're seeing a bit of a meltdown on the lower time frames. And the thing with trends, guys, they often start off on your lower time frames and then they cascade on over to your higher time frames. Okay, that's how you see a flip in trend, a reversal in price action. So right now the 4-hour has flipped short. Short equals bearish. This came in 5 hours ago, and you can see that, hey, you know what, the bears are actually seeing momentum here. They're seeing continuation to the downside. And also notice volatility, healthy. Every time I see healthy volatility, I often look towards the side who's winning right now actually takes over. They have a lot more firepower in them to take price in their direction. Right now, the side that's winning on the 4-hour time frame are the bears, okay? So the bears actually might see follow through on this. And if they see follow through, we could see this short actually cascade on over to the 12-hour time frame as well. And also notice on the daily time frame, while the trend is long, we have potential bearish divergence there. Okay, this is an interesting picture. So 4 hours short, healthy volatility telling us that, hey, the bears could take over, and also daily bearish divergence. And all of this is when Cardano is sitting up against monthly resistance. This appears to be a good recipe for a pullback opportunity. Now, question is it going to be a minor pullback or is it going to be a major pullback? Perhaps us diving into this trigger of the bearish divergence might give us a tell on whether to expect a minor pullback or a major pullback. So with that, let's get into, well, Cardano. Perfect. So here we are, Cardano on the weekly time frame, and you can see, well, price was building momentum from around 24 cents all the way up to 40 cents. Notice how we've lost momentum on these past 2 weeks, right? We had an indecision doji right here, followed by another very, very lackluster of a body candle right there. And now we're seeing a breakdown on weekly and monthly resistance at around 40 cents. And all of this is happening while that lower time frame trend is currently short, so that's bearish, in addition to, well, daily bearish divergence. Right, so let's actually go ahead and see this breakdown actually play out on the 4-hour time frame. So here we have the 4-hour time frame, and you can already see the bearish pattern that got triggered, right, which is this M-like formation. Right, so we have an M-like formation trigger. If I go ahead and plot out the neckline, which came in right here, and then go ahead and find the measured move of this pattern, where will this take Cardano down to? This will take Cardano all the way down to 37 cents. Okay, this is the measured move of the M-like formation. But now, here's the thing. If Cardano gets down to, well, 37 cents, it breaks a very, very critical signature, bullish signature that it's been holding since its rally from 24 cents. Right. So what is that signature? Well, for that, I want you to get onto your 12-hour time frame, and for those of you who have access to the dynamic indicator, go ahead and pull up your Mango dynamic indicator. And there it is. We're currently sitting smack on dynamic support. Dynamic support, guys, which has been held ever since Cardano started its rally from around 24 cents. All right, every visit of the dynamic indicator was met with support. We had a bit of a violation here until the third candle actually took it over, and then we saw another rally to the upside, taking us all the way back to 39 cents. Now, once again, we have the fourth visit of dynamic support in this range. Okay, now question is, do we break? Now here's the thing, if we break dynamic support this time around, I do believe that we're coming down lower. Okay, and notice, if Cardano actually meets the measured move of that little M-like formation that I spotted out for you on the 4-hour time frame, it will take it down to 37 cents. However, if we start closing candles at around that 37 cent region, yeah, that's when I'm going to start looking for lower. Where to from there? Well, I'm going to be going towards my daily time frame. Once again, keep your dynamic indicator on, and I'm going to be looking at dynamic support right here. The dynamic indicator is that one foundational indicator that I use to actually trade Cardano off of, because over the past few cycles, I've noticed that Cardano has done exceptionally well in just moving alongside the dynamic indicator. Okay, and it's always kept me on the right side of the trade. And once again, I'm going to err to the side of that dynamic trend. And so far, we're currently living over the daily. However, if we start closing candles underneath that 12-hour level right here, and it appears that that's what price wants to do, I will be looking towards that next region of support, which only comes in right here. So this is the dynamic zone. This is going to be that next bid zone, all right? That trade that's going to be a very, very easy one to manage. For those of you who do not have access to the dynamic indicator, but you want the levels on this, take note of the zone. It comes in from around 0.3645 cents, going all the way down to 0.3546 cents. It's a bit of symmetry there, right? But yeah, those are the numbers. I will be annotating them on my screen right here. All right, so go ahead and take note of these numbers. That's the next downside target that I'll be looking for Cardano to get to. And it's only if we start breaking that level to the downside, only then will I look for lower prices on Cardano. However, when that happens, if that happens, I will be giving you guys a brand new update. So make sure you're hitting the sub and the bell icon, that way you are not missing any future updates. But now with that, let's jump into that daily bearish divergence that we spotted on the Mango dashboard. Okay, which is right here. Right, we have potential daily divergence. For that, let me go ahead and turn on my oscillators. And do we have daily divergence here? It's there, but it's very, very subtle. If you look at the RSI, we have a lower high on RSI, but in that same corresponding period, we have a higher high on price action. Okay, so this is the divergence play. Question is, when does it trigger? I believe it's technically already triggered. Okay, triggers right here. As soon as we actually close a candle underneath this wick low, coming in at around 37 cents, I believe that triggers the divergence play to the downside. At which point, once again, my first target to the downside remains the same. Look towards that daily dynamic level actually getting tested. And what I really like about this play is that if we lose the dynamic, notice how we're also going to be losing the structure of that entire ascending triangle-like formation. Right? For those of you who do not spot the ascending triangle, this is it right here. We have the neckline coming in at around 38 cents, and you can actually go ahead and draw out a diagonal for yourself right here. Right, that's the ascending triangle-like formation, and breaking the dynamic to the downside also negates the ascending triangle formation. So yeah, this is the current story on Cardano. If it has to bounce, it either bounces here or we're coming down lower. Keep it simple. Okay, it either bounces here based on that 12-hour dynamic. We're currently sitting smack on it, or it comes down lower all the way down to 36 cents. From our prices at right now, 236 cents, that's another 4% to the downside, 4% to around 6% to the downside. Alrighty, so now this is the picture on Cardano. I really, really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash the like button, and I will see you in the next update. With this, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way. Ciao, you guys.